Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. The lesson today is about 12.4, which is add fractions with denominators of 10 and 100. In this lesson, we will know how to add fractions with the denominators of 10 and 100. Let's watch the video, then we will solve some exercises.
How can you add fractions with denominators of 10 and 100? Think about this question during the lesson.
Okay, before continuing the video, I just want to remind you that if we want to add fractions, we should have, even if we want to subtract the fractions, we should have same denominators. The denominator, the number which is down. So we should have same denominator to add or to subtract.
Jana and Steve collected money for an animal shelter. Jana collected 5/100ths of their goal, while Steve collected 4/10ths. How much of their goal did Jana and Steve collect? The red part of the diagram shows 4/10ths of the goal, and the blue shows 5/100ths of the goal. How can you find how much of their goal Jana and Steve have reached? The amount they collected can be written as 4/10ths plus 5/100ths. Add 4/10ths plus 5/100ths. Can you add the two fractions? No, you use like denominators to add fractions. The fractions do not have the same denominator.
So, as I mentioned, in order to add fractions, we should have same denominators. Let's try.
Drag 1/10th pieces and 1/100th pieces into the hundredths grid to find 4/10ths plus 5/100ths.
So, this is 1/10, this is 1/100. So I will show 4/10 or 4/10ths. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 4/10. Now I will show 5/100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 5/100. So in order to add 4/10 plus 5/100, we will have this grid for both of them.
You can use equivalent fractions to write tenths as hundredths. Rewrite 4/10ths as an equivalent fraction with a denominator of 100. Multiply the numerator and denominator by 10. 4/10ths times 10/10ths equals 40/100ths. Now add the numerators and write the sum over the like denominator. What is the sum?
Select your answer.
So because we don't have same denominators, I will make the small number as the bigger. So the small number here is 10, the small denominator. To make it as 100, what should I do? I will multiply 10 times what give me 100? As we can see, 10 times, so it's 4/10. We will make it as 100. So I will multiply by how much to give me out of 100? I will multiply by 10. So if we multiply the denominator by 10, we should also multiply the numerator also by 10. So 4 times 10, 40, and 10 times 10, 100. To add both, we should add only the numerator. So 40 plus 5 equals 45. Denominator will not change, so 45/100.
40/100ths plus 5/100ths equals 45/100ths. Jana and Steve have collected 45/100ths of their goal. Have they collected more or less than 1/2 of their goal?
So half of 100 is 50. So they collect less than half.
They have collected less than 1/2 of their goal. 50 100ths would be 1/2 of their goal. Jana and Steve have only collected 45 100ths of their goal, and 45 100ths is less than 50 100ths. Now you know how to add fractions with denominators of 10 and 100.
Great job!
Let's move to the questions in the book. Page 647. For 3 to 8, add the fractions. Or before moving to 3, let's solve number 2. Question number 2, write a problem that represents the addition shown below, then solve. This grid, it's out of 10, so, and the shaded part 9, so it's 9 out of 10, plus the second one out of 100. The shaded part, let's count them. This column is 10, so 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 71. So it's 71 out of 100. In order to add the fractions, we should have the same denominator. So I will make this as 100. To make it as 100, I will multiply it by 10 in the numerator and 10 in the denominator to have 90. 90 over 100 plus 71 over 100. 90 plus 71, let's add them here, plus 71. 0 plus 1 equal 1. 9 plus 7 equals to 16. So 161 over 100. Here, the numerator is more than denominator. So what we will do, we will decompose it into two fractions. 100 over 100 plus 61 over 100. 100 over 100, as we know, this is 1. So it will be as a whole number 161 over 100. Moving to question 3, add the fractions. Here also, 3 over 10 plus 4 over 100, I cannot add them because they don't have the same denominator. I will multiply the 3 by 10 and the 10 by 10. I will have 30 over 100 plus 4 over 100 equals to 34 over 100. Question number 8. Also, if I have more than two fractions, I should also make a common denominator for all fractions. So 38 over 100 plus 4 over 10 plus 2 over 10, I will make the 10 as 100. So I will multiply the 4 over 10 by 10 in the numerator and denominator. So it will be 38 over 100 plus 4 times 10, 40 over 10 times 10, 100. Also, for 2 over 10, 2 times 10, 20 over 10 times 10, 100. I will have 38 plus 40 plus 20. How to add fast? 20 plus 40 equals 60. 60 plus 30 equals 90 plus 8, 98 over 100. Moving to the next page. So here in question, before moving to the next page, question number 10, sorry, question number 11. Here, 4 over 10 plus 60 over 100 equals, both of them out of 10, not out of 100. So we also can, as we took before, in order to get an equivalent fraction or to make an equivalent fraction, either we will multiply by the same number in numerator and denominator as we did in the previous questions, or we divide by the same numbers in the denominator and numerator to get an equivalent fraction. So here we can, to make 110, we should divide by 10. So 60 over 100, to make it as a 10, we will divide by 10 denominator and 10 in the numerator. So 60 divided by 10 equals to 6. 100 divided by 10 equals to 10. So this will be 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6 equals 10 over 10, which is equal to 1. In order, if we want to continue it, it will be 10 over 10, which is equal to 1. Moving to the next page now. Question number 27. Delia knocked over 7 out of 10 pins in the first frame of bowling. The next 9 frames, she knocked over a total of 67 more pins of the 100 possible pins on the game. Delia wanted to find the fraction that represented the number of the pins she knocked over in the game. Her work is shown below. That's 7 over 10 plus 67 over 10. She makes 70. 7 over 10, 70 over 100 plus 67 over 100 equal 137 over 100 pins. Is Delia's work correct? If not, explain her mistakes. Here, she did a mistake. Let's find out the mistake. Delia's work is incorrect. Why? Delia knocked over 7 out of 10 pins in the first frame, but 7 pins is 7 over 100, not 70 over 100. 7 over 100 of the total pins in the 10 frames, not 7 over 10. Delia should have written the equation 7 over 100 plus 67 over 100. So 7 plus 67 equals to 74. So 74 over 100. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, you can message me. Please subscribe and like the video.